What if I told you that modern life is full of traps? Traps that keep you weak, distracted, and enslaved to emotions you can't control. The ancient Stoics warned about these dangers long before our time, but today, they have evolved into something far more dangerous. Silent killers of your mind, your willpower, and your freedom. These are the 7 deadly sins of modern life, and if you don't recognize them, they will consume you. But if you do, you will be one of the few who rise above. Let's begin. 1. The sin of overindulgence. If you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. The modern world thrives on excess. More food, more entertainment, more comfort. But what happens when you indulge in too much of anything? You become soft. Think about it. How often do you eat when you're not even hungry? How often do you binge-watch TV, scrolling endlessly, consuming without thinking? The Stoics believed in voluntary hardship. Seneca said, "It is in times of security that the spirit should be preparing itself for difficult times." The solution?
Practice voluntary discomfort.
Skip a meal. Take a cold shower. Walk in the rain without an umbrella. Control your desires instead of letting them control you. Use self-discipline as a weapon against a world that wants to keep you weak. Because the moment you master your desires, you become unstoppable. 2. The sin of procrastination. While we waste our time hesitating and postponing, life is slipping away. We always think we have more time. We say, "I'll start tomorrow. Next week I'll finally work on my goals. I'll do it when I feel ready." The Stoics saw through this illusion. Procrastination is just fear disguised as logic. Ask yourself, how much have you already lost to hesitation? What if you had started that project, that skill, that workout routine a year ago? Where would you be today? The solution? Stop waiting for motivation. It's unreliable. Instead, train yourself to act without hesitation. Set brutal deadlines for yourself. Repeat this mindset shift. Either I do it now, or I accept that I will never do it. Because if you don't start today, chances are you never will. The sin of emotional weakness. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Emotional weakness is everywhere. People explode over the smallest inconveniences. Social media has turned outrage into an addiction. The Stoics saw emotions differently. They weren't against feelings, they were against being controlled by them. When someone insults you, do you react instantly, or do you pause and decide how to respond? The modern world encourages emotional reactivity. But the strongest people? They master detachment. They control themselves when others cannot. The solution? Pause before reacting. Whenever you feel anger or frustration, breathe. View insults as training. Every time someone offends you, ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Don't let external events control your inner world. Master yourself and nothing can break you. The sin of chasing status. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. Social media has turned life into a competition for attention. People crave validation, chasing likes, comments, and approval from strangers. But the Stoics knew status is an illusion. Even emperors fade into dust. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man of his time, constantly reminded himself, fame is meaningless. Why? Because in the end, none of it matters. The solution? Detach from external validation. If you do something, do it for yourself, not for applause. Stop comparing yourself to others. Run your own race. Measure success by your own standards, not society's. The less you crave status, the more free you become. The sin of seeking comfort. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Comfort is a slow poison. The more you seek it, the weaker you become. Modern life makes everything too easy. Want food? Order it. Want entertainment? It's one tap away. Want warmth? Just turn up the heat. But comfort breeds weakness. The more you avoid struggle, the less prepared you are for the real world. The Stoics embraced hardship. They would walk barefoot in the cold. They practiced hunger on purpose. Why? Because when difficulty comes, and it always does, they would be ready. The solution? Seek out discomfort daily. Do hard things on purpose. Train your body and mind. Exercise, read difficult books. Face your fears. Become comfortable with discomfort. Because the stronger you are, the less life can shake you. 6. The sin of avoiding responsibility. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Blaming others is easy. Complaining is easy. But the Stoics knew, you are responsible for your own life. The modern world encourages victimhood. People love to say, "It's not my fault. The system is against me. Life is unfair." And yes, maybe it is. But Stoicism is about radical ownership. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to fix your life for you. The solution? Stop blaming. Start acting. Accept responsibility for everything in your life. If something is wrong, change it, or learn to endure it with strength. The moment you take full ownership, you become free. 7. The sin of avoiding death. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Death is uncomfortable to think about, but ignoring it doesn't make it go away. The Stoics meditated on death daily, not out of fear, but as a reminder to live fully. Most people act like they have forever, but you don't. The solution? Remind yourself every day, you will die someday. Stop waiting for the perfect time. It doesn't exist. Live with urgency. If you want to do something, do it now. Because one day, you won't have the chance. These are the 7 deadly sins of modern life. Overindulgence, procrastination, emotional weakness, chasing status, seeking comfort, avoiding responsibility, ignoring death. Most people will fall into these traps. But you don't have to. You can choose strength. You can choose discipline. You can choose the Stoic path. The choice is yours.